and something just happened. Oh, cool. But it's not personal, so we should do it like before after the tour.
Okay. Well, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, you're recording? Yeah.
Okay. I'm Melissa.
I'm Nicole.
This is Twin Skeletons podcast number 5, which is one of my favorite numbers.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually kind of surprising, like, that we're already at 5. I feel like when you're always starting things, it's like, whoa, we're already at this number. It's like, wow,
I feel like 5 isn't a lot. But
for
also,
me, it's
we've
like I
been
didn't
doing
realize.
it every other week, so I guess it's been, like, quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm asleep right now.
Me too. Me
And
too. We'll explain
random
that
parts
later.
of my body are sore.
Yeah.
But first, in music news, commentary on music news. Oh, did you want to start with the camp party or with?
Yeah.
So, it was like a Saturday. Not yesterday, but the last Saturday.
Yes.
I have no concept of time.
Yes.
So earlier this summer we volunteered at Portland's Rock and Roll Camp for Girls, and it was super cool. And to kind of round off the summer, the organizers, like the people who run the camp, held a little, like, kind of like a barbecue, but not really. It was like an outside. There were snacks, really good snacks.
Yeah, it's like
I think Christy made like all of those really good things, and I should have asked her for the recipes because it was all vegetarian and it was so good.
No, Kaylee's wife made some.
Oh,
of them,
okay.
And Christy made some, and I'm not
Who
sure
made
what else.
the pasta?
I think
with
Christy
the tofu.
made the pasta.
That was so good.
Yeah.
They
They had like a dip for the strawberries. I don't know what it was. It was amazing.
yeah, because it tasted like it was made with cream cheese, but it obviously wasn't because cream cheese is dairy and not vegan. But
yeah, I don't know.
yeah, who knows?
It was really good.
Send in some emails
I think
to
it had,
some
like,
people, I
cinnamon
guess,
in it or
trying to
something.
figure out recipes.
Yeah.
But they had, snacks, and like a bunch of people from Rock Camp came, and we had some like outside karaoke, which was super cool and fun.
It was awesome. All the neighbors got to hear it.
Yeah, my sister and I did Teenage Dirtbag just so I can do the annoying voice in the bridge.
Yeah, that was fun.
Which was fun.
Yeah.
And it was the most like comfortable I've ever felt doing karaoke, which was weird because there were a lot of people that I didn't know, which I guess maybe helped.
Mm-hmm.
But there were also a lot of people who were actually good at singing. There were a lot of actual musicians there.
Yeah.
And
there was a couple that were really good.
yeah, so you'd think it'd be extra intimidating, but it was like really chill.
No.
So,
yeah.
and there was a pinata, but it was an actual acoustic guitar that
Yes, an actual guitar made out of wood.
yeah, that is now useless. it's old, and they get a lot of donations at the camp of people's instruments and stuff for the camp to use. But they got this as a donation, and they were like, "What do we do with it?
Yeah, it was so
this guitar is
beat up. You couldn't
unplayable."
play it.
So they
There
filled
comes
it.
a time where it's actually dangerous to play an acoustic guitar, according to who was it? Was it Billy Joe or was it Blink-182?
I don't know.
Remember that? The guitar was about to break, so he took it into the parking lot and smashed it.
Oh, that was Blink-182, I think. Yeah,
182.
because they like ran over it with a car.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that.
Because
It's like a
there
video
comes
on
a time
YouTube.
where the guitar, it could break
It
while
could
you're
break.
playing it. And
Yeah.
that'd not be
Yeah,
good.
it's true because the string tension and everything. Yeah. But they literally filled this guitar with candy.
Yes.
And then we got to hit it with a baseball bat. Well, they blindfolded people, spun them around in a couple circles, and then made them hit it with a baseball bat, which I was not excited about.
But they let the interns go first.
Yeah, which I was not excited about because I didn't want to
anyway.
be. But yeah, I'm just always like my equilibrium is just off, so I didn't want to be spun in circles and blindfolded. Not really into that. But it didn't even get to us because it was like the fourth person and they absolutely smashed the guitar.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. But then they took like the pieces and kind of stuck them together and then just were giving everyone one hit on just like the remains of the guitar.
Yeah.
So my sister got and kind of like demolished that, and then I think I got the final hit right.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
because
I
it was just
absolutely
like the head left on a string.
obliterated it. Yeah, and I knocked a branch down, and
yeah, that was fun.
but it felt really good.
You broke their tree.
Yeah, yeah. But you know, it's all good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a video of it on my Instagram. If any of you were interested in watching me just absolutely obliterate the rest of a guitar, that is on my Instagram.
What's your Instagram?
Also, plug for my Instagram.
Yeah, you can't just like shout out your social media and then
just not say what it was. Just find it. Just be good and find it.
Oh, jeez.
It is Minihood13.
You had to look it up?
Well, because some of my things are Minihood_13 and some of them are just Minihood13.
Oh, okay.
I think like my Twitter has an underscore. Yeah,
oh,
whatever.
weird.
So I, just making sure. And also sometimes I get lucky and I just get Minihood without a number.
Yeah.
So you never know. Yes, I do have to look. I don't just plug my Instagram everywhere. I don't, it's like I don't know your phone number.
Yeah,
I don't have
easy.
to type it in.
I'm Nicole Person 13 on all my social media.
Oh, just all of it.
I was going to be Nicole Person, but on Instagram that was taken. So I'm like, well, I want to be the same on all of them, so I added it.
Yeah, that's smart. Just make it the same on everything. But yeah, the camp was fun. Got some candy. Are we recording?
Oh yeah, I was just making sure we're good.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
And then in other music news, moving to like music that's happening not local, there is a new Tool album.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely
when was the last Tool album released?
13 years ago. I don't know the exact date.
Yeah, which is way too long.
So 10,000 years, 10,000 days was released 13 years ago. I'm not really sure why. I haven't like heard anybody say anything about it really. I know there's articles and stuff, but most of them are like clickbaity, because everybody wants to know. Everybody's like, put out a new album already.
Wants to know what?
Why the album took so long? Where it's been? All this
I don't
stuff.
know, man. They're doing other stuff.
Yeah. All I know is that I don't know about the other members, but all I know is that Maynard's in 2 other projects.
Yeah.
So sometimes it just takes a while.
He has like a vineyard. I don't know. He's just doing what he wants.
He's doing whatever.
I haven't heard it yet, but I heard it's really good.
I really liked it.
And, yeah, Nicole's heard it.
I need to listen to it again because I'm like that. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. And the thing is, I've never listened to a Tool album from front to back before. So this was the first one I've ever listened to straight through, all the way through. And I liked it, but I don't know, I can't compare it to any of their old albums because all I know is just a few songs from each one. But it was really good, and I really liked...
I have something in my eye. Please keep talking about Tool.
Okay. But I really liked, I'm pretty sure as far as I remember, I like this single, Fear Inoculum, I think is how you pronounce it, and I looked up what that means, because I saw, that's also the title of the album, and it means, like, fear injection, I guess, however you want to take that. I don't really know what's being injected. It could be metaphorical or what, but sounds cool. I really liked that single, and then I'm pretty sure it was Descending was one of my favorites, and Tempest, but it's spelled with a 7. Those ones were good. It kind of, from what I remember, it kind of started out a little bit slower. All the songs are like, not all of them, but a lot of them are like 10 minutes long, which I'm not a huge fan of, but they did a really good job of it. I don't know. Yeah, I could probably like listen to one of the songs and not just the whole thing front to back, and not have to need to listen to the rest of it, because it's all like a similar vibe, and the songs are 10 minutes long, so it's like difficult sometimes for me. But anyway, I'm kind of going off. There's a song called Chocolate Chip Trip.
Are you just going like track by? I just got back in the room. I don't know.
No, I'm
just
not.
Track by track or what?
I'm just saying like different things about just certain songs in the album in general. I'm really bad at like not criticizing, but I'm bad.
Yeah.
Because all I know is it was like good.
Yeah, like critiquing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I listened to, because you just mentioned Chocolate Chip Trip, and I listened to like the first 10 seconds, and I had no idea what was happening. So
I don't remember how that one starts, but
it's really weird.
I think closer to the end of the album is when it starts to get weirder. From what I remember. But I'm not exactly sure. It was just like
atmospheric-y, I think.
Oh yeah, I think all of it. Tool's basically atmospheric-y in general. I feel like they kind of have that.
I don't know
Pink
what's
Floyd
going on with
aspect
my
of them.
eye, but this is a little bit torture.
Oh no! But the last song's called Mockingbeat, and I haven't looked it up because I don't remember what a mockingbird sounds like. I think a lot of them, because there's multiple different kinds of mockingbirds. But the song is like mockingbird sounds. Bird sounds. It's using bird sounds.
Oh my goodness. I don't remember the composer's name. But there's a composer in I forgot the era. Wow, I've forgotten everything about my entire music minor, every class I took. But in one of the like music survey history classes, the last one that I took, he's more modern, so not like back in the classical days, but like more modern.
That weird stuff from back in the classical days.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, there was some weird stuff, but
not this weird.
Yeah. In the like more like modern-y classical type music, there was a composer that like replicated bird sounds, and it obviously doesn't sound like
birds.
No, it doesn't sound like songs.
Oh,
it doesn't sound like music.
Really?
In the way that like music, yeah, because it's just like bird sounds. It's just instruments that are making.
The thing about birds is that people have like tried to make music with bird sounds before, like recording birds. But the problem with them is they're like, what are they? They're not atonal, but they're like, they don't sing in a way that sounds like that you can make a song out of because they sing so weird. What is it, Minnie? There's like a more scientific way of like saying it.
Oh, that birds like they're not in our key or whatever, or
yeah,
they're atonal.
I don't
know.
What
something
it
like
is.
Oliver. It's French.
Do you want me to try to say it?
I don't remember how to pronounce it.
Oliver. Messiaen, maybe
something like that. But he had like synesthesia, I think, too.
Oh, is that when you listen to things and you see color?
Yeah, and
That's
so
a really weird way of explaining it.
Yeah, he also did like a bunch of other stuff, but one of the things that like I remember that he did is he notated bird songs.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, so he had like a really interesting. He had quite a few, you could say, interesting like ways of writing and like ways that he saw music and what he did with music. But yeah, that's just what that reminds me of.
Yeah.
So Tool did something like that, but like made it a song.
Yeah.
Well, isn't the point of mockingbirds that they make that they mimic sounds?
Oh, mockingbirds.
I guess they probably have like a sound that's not just another sound, that's their own unique.
Yeah. Yeah. For some reason I'm like blanking on my mockingbird facts, but yeah, they make a lot of noises. I think we have types of mockingbirds here.
Yeah.
The thing is they just like to talk.
It's just a bunch of
They like to talk.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's because I was listening to it. I'm like, why is this a bird sounds? And then I saw the name of the song is Mockingbeat. And I'm like, oh. But I thought that was a very interesting way to end the album.
Yeah.
But I think Chocolate Chip Trip is my favorite Tool song name. It might be my favorite song name.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed.
But yeah,
I like that. I wonder how they came up with it.
Right? Well, they have weird song names.
I wonder how they come up with any of them,
Yeah, there's like Stinkfist.
They do have they do have weird song names.
Trying to think of other ones. I think The Pot is one.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily weird, but
it's just like what other song is called,
Rosetta Stoned.
Yeah, that's genius.
But I don't think I've heard that song yet.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot of Tool songs yet.
Oh, I thought you were like a real Tool fan.
I am a real Tool fan.
You haven't heard Rosetta Stoned? I mean, I haven't either, but I don't claim to be a Tool fan.
all of the songs yet. I don't know why. I'm that kind of person. Like that's the thing. When I first got into Chevelle, I just listened to like their best of album over and over and over again.
Oh yeah.
And it's not like I'm scared to listen to more. It's just that I'm listening to this right now. I'm listening to this stuff over and over again right now. I'm just not much of a new music person.
Yeah.
It's hard for me. I don't know why. I just like listening to stuff that's familiar. But yeah, no, it was good, and I want to listen to it again. I guess that one more thing I'll mention. I don't know. Nah.
Okay. Well, is it music related?
Yeah. No, I'll say it. So,
I guess you could cut it out if you don't want it.
Yeah, I just know if... So I had a friend make me a playlist, is what I'll say.
Oh.
And it's really good. He put Blur and the Gorillaz together to make a playlist. It's like a story. And I wanted to mention it because it's like a work of freaking art. I loved it. It works so well together. And if, for those of you who don't know, it's the same lead singer for Blur and the Gorillaz.
Is there a... Because to me, like, the songs that I know by Blur and the songs that I know by Gorillaz, which are limited on both ends,
yes,
just don't even sound similar at all.
They're
Are just,
not.
like, two completely different... But is there any crossover? Like, is there any time that you were, like, thought it was Blur, but it was actually the Gorillaz? Or if it kind of sounds similar?
So the Gorillaz is usually, like... I would say the Gorillaz is darker and crazier, maybe, because it's British, so it has that British vibe. Like sometimes I was listening to things and I was reminded of Muse, but I think the most similar was sometimes when the lead singer's singing, the melodies sound like they could be Blur or Gorillaz.
Oh yeah, because I feel like when you have a lead singer on more than one project, it can be really difficult to sound like...
Unless you're, like, rapping on one project and singing on the other, or screaming on one, singing on the other.
Yeah.
But sometimes it was like, this could be a Blur song, but for the most part, it's, you can tell the difference between Gorillaz and Blur, because the instrumentation and stuff is so different. And it just has, like, a different vibe.
But this playlist worked.
Oh, it was excellent. He still did an excellent job of, like, putting you through the emotions. And I, like, he didn't tell me the story that he was in his head, but it still gave me a story. You know, whether it was lyric or music or what. It was, like, a cool, like, roller coaster of, like...
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
Up and then down and then back up again at the end.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
yeah.
It was really awesome.
I have thought of before... I haven't, like, actively tried to plan, you know, like, to do it or anything, but... For some reason, I always wanted to plan, like, a McFly musical, because you know how musicals will use, like Mamma Mia uses ABBA music and makes a story out of it. Like, ABBA didn't write that music, like, to match with one story.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why, but I've always, well, I guess not always, but, like, I went kind of through a phase where I really wanted a McFly musical.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it was McFly. But just like that concept of music making a story and yeah.
It seems like it'd be really difficult to do, but I want to try to do it now. I was going to try to do it with like Muse or something just because it reminded me of Muse.
Yeah.
Whatever music I think of and I'm like, you know what? I feel like I could make a story out of their songs or something, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it wouldn't be... If you try to... Yeah. I feel like that'd be a fun project.
Yeah, right? If I had some spare time.
Yeah. I wonder if it would be more difficult to have a story and then try to find music for it, or to find music and then try to make it into a story.
I think it would be more difficult to have a story and then try to find music for it.
Yeah? Because people make playlists for their... You know, like fan fiction purposes and stuff all the time. So I wonder.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily I feel like with that, the music just goes with the story. You're not really making a story.
Not really telling a story.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe a fun little project.
Yeah.
Speaking of music projects, this isn't mine. This is more like this is more not local, not us music news, but I get home today. I open my phone, I go on Tumblr as one does, And I find out that there has been weird stuff happening involving Fall Out Boy, Weezer, and Green Day.
That sounds like an excellent trio.
I know. Yeah. Like Fall Out Boy and Green Day are two of my absolute most favorite bands of all time, and I also love Weezer. Like that's just a
when we saw them with Panic, I got
that's
into
just an
them.
added bonus
They're actually,
because Weezer's
really
great.
Good, yeah.
Yeah. So one of the first things that I saw was this tweet that someone got in the mail. A tweet someone like posted pictures of what they got in the mail.
Oh, okay.
So it's a tweet and
Yeah.
someone posted pictures, and it's a shirt that has a picture of Fall Out Boy, but it says Weezer on it. And they're like, "Hey, I didn't order anything. I just got this in the mail and I'm confused." Like,
is that a joke?
I don't know, but then there's another tweet of someone else that's like, "I didn't order this, but here it is." And it's a shirt with a picture of Green Day that says Fall Out Boy on it.
What's happening?
And then and there was a Instagram post from a French account, like an arena, like an arena venue in France.
Okay.
And they posted in 2020 some sort of French, and it says Green Day, Weezer, and Fall Out Boy, and then it says in quotes, Hella Mega Tour. And it says like 2020, and it has a picture with like all three of the band's logos on it. And then someone said that new singles from all three bands are going to be released on Tuesday, but I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
There was another thing someone got in the mail that was just like a card. It looks just like a card, and it says Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Weezer on it.
I like it when bands do cryptic stuff like this.
If you go to hellamegatour.com, you can't, like, Nikki can't see it. I mean, you guys can't see it, but Nikki can see it. And it just has a thing to put a password, and like a GIF from, like, the background is just a GIF of
that
this
guy from the office
that has
like a shush.
Yeah, like this website just has that GIF and then this little password box. And I looked it up, and no one can like figure out the password yet or really hack it or anything. Someone like kind of did, and they saw, I forgot what the words were like in the code or whatever, but there were words that people think might be like a new single from someone, and then there were and then I think there was like tour dates or something.
But with
like that,
people really just like, well, they like saying stuff. You know, you never know what's
I don't
true.
know. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what's happening, and the chances of this tour supposedly coming to the U.S. Well, because like there was one show in France, so I don't know, and then coming to the Pacific Northwest specifically, I feel like the chances of that are very slim to none because I feel like bigger shows don't really tend to come.
Yeah, Tool actually released dates, and they're not coming here.
Yeah, so many people, I feel like, skip the Pacific Northwest. It's so unpredictable. I would be willing to travel for this.
Yeah.
The only thing is that, like, I don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
So the chances of me even being able to go to this, if it comes to the Pacific Northwest, are pretty slim.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to try what I can.
Oh, yeah, we'll see what happens.
This is, like, wow, a big deal.
It's really cool.
And to see, I mean, like, of course Weezer, but Green Day and Fall Out Boy being two of my favorite bands. And I've only seen Fall Out Boy once, and it was a long time ago, and I definitely need to be redeemed.
Yeah, it was not a good pit.
To be able to just, like, see two of my favorite bands at the same time for one price...
Yeah.
That would definitely,
yeah.
just knock it both out, with, like, one would be awesome. So I desperately hope this means something. I desperately hope they're coming to the Pacific Northwest. We'll see what happens, because...
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That happened when I got home. I saw that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, cool. There's one more thing I want to say about Tool.
Oh,
real
back
quick.
to Tool. Okay.
Yeah, is that today when I got back, I saw that they hit #1 on Billboard.
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
like the
Is
first
it the
rock
Billboard Hot
album.
100? Like
200. 200.
Oh.
I'm not sure. All I saw was
It's the-
200. All I know is that they're at the top of something now.
Oh, okay.
Um,
The Billboard Hot 100, I believe, is the ranking of all the like musics in America that yeah, like all genres and everything, I believe.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah.
Because it was a really big deal. Oh, this is songs, not albums.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, album.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think the Billboard Hot 100 is songs.
Yeah, it's 200. So top 200 albums.
Interesting.
So yeah, Tool just a few hours ago got #1.
Yeah.
And that was a really big deal. So we've been scooting around it, but we went camping this weekend. And that was a really big deal before I left for camping, because Taylor Swift was #1.
Yeah,
And her
because
fans were
her
like,
new album,
"Whoa."
Lover, was just released.
Yeah.
And not only did it hit #1, but it hit a big #1.
Yeah.
And so the fact that Tool
Yeah.
is now
and it's
above Taylor Swift
it's pretty cool.
is, yeah.
It's the first rock album to hit #1 in over a year or something like that.
Oh, wow. Good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I think it's really cool. Tool is blowing up the charts because right before they released this new album, they got their music
on media.
So
It wasn't on Spotify. It wasn't even on YouTube.
No.
It wasn't on iTunes.
No, it wasn't on iTunes, nothing. It
No
was not
official-
digital. It was not digital
No
anywhere.
official digital Tool music.
I don't know why. I don't think it was under their control.
Oh.
I really don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I never saw any statements or anything
No,
about it.
no.
I just know that
all I know is one time Maynard said something about that it wasn't his control, so I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
So already Tool was beating, was going to the top of some charts as soon as that happened.
As soon as they were released, they were at the top of charts on iTunes.
Yeah.
Because everybody just
And
started.
it wasn't even because it was a new album. It was just because everyone's now listening to Tool because it's finally on digital.
Yeah, I mean, not
platforms.
that it wasn't pirated or anything, but now that it's accessible, people are gonna use it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because I was listening to it because I own all the CDs. I just ripped them on my computer and put them on my phone. But the problem is, I'm either listening to Tool on my phone or Spotify with everything else. So if I wanted to listen to Tool, all I can listen to is Tool because that's what's on my phone. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And I need to listen to more Tool. And now that it's on Spotify, because I have a playlist that's
Yeah,
called
now
Nikki's
I just
Music.
listen to it all the time.
And it has, because our music tastes overlap. And so I have this playlist that's just basically what I consider to be, the music that my sister is like. I don't know. It's like her favorite bands. It's, her.
Yeah, you don't really
like
know anybody
I associate
else
it with
really
her.
into it.
Yeah. And so now I'm like, oh, now that Tool's on Spotify, what songs by Tool should I put on Nikki's playlist?
When you asked me, I listed all of those songs I text you from the top of my head. I had to look, and I only missed one.
Oh, of your top ones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew all my top Tool songs.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't realize I've never actually really listened to Tool before, and I think it's because it just hasn't been convenient.
Yeah, I mean they're
So-
different in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but it's different.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
ready.
But I love it.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
In more personal news.
Yeah, let's talk about this camp trip.
Oh yeah, the camp trip.
What were you going to talk about?
The music related stuff.
Oh, do that first.
Yeah, so in more music related, because that is the theme
Uh-huh.
of this podcast news, I have, two of the three things in my personal news are music related. The two that are, so I got 2 jobs and an internship. And they've
She's busy
started
now.
basically at the same
Yeah,
time.
the same week it all started.
Yeah, which has been insane. But it's happening, and I'm doing it, and I'm so far succeeding. So, yeah, here we go.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the first one, so the internship, I got accepted to All Classical Portland radio station's fall internship, which is super, super awesome. I get to meet all sorts of people within All Classical, which is actually a pretty renowned Portland radio station. It's been around for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
They actually have a lot of listeners. They're on FM radio. They're a real established thing. So they have cred. And I've already met some really cool people there. The other intern who started at the same time as me is super cool. He's going to be doing mostly web design stuff. I have yet to really pick what I really want to focus on because we have a lot of free reign with this internship. We as in me and the other intern. And so I'm still kind of trying to decide really what I want to focus on because there's kind of a lot of things that I could do, which I think is interesting and kind of cool that I don't go in and they don't have like an itinerary for me. There are very few things that I'm required to do every day when I go.
That's really cool that you get to choose what you want to learn.
Yeah, it's also very intimidating because I'm not really sure what I want to focus on yet.
Just talk to them, know what your options are.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I did my first day is I tried to filter through what my options are. Yeah. And then by tomorrow, I'm supposed to have at least most of an idea of what I really want out of it and what I really want to do. But I'll figure it out, and it's I think I'm going to do a lot of audio editing.
Nice.
Which will be super cool.
Which is what I'll be doing after this.
Yes, yeah, and I think will be pretty good for me, pretty useful as a musician to do some audio editing.
Yeah.
And then anything that I could do with writing, of course. I'll do some of that and then just like connecting with people. I just want to talk with everyone in the office. I want them to let me broadcast is what I want. But I literally think that's probably the only thing I can't do.
The only thing you can't do is broadcast.
Is like help with anything that has to do with the live show.
Really?
with like broadcasting, like probably like they won't just let people, like there's some things that they can't let you do unless you've probably had training or you get money or whatever, you know. So, but we'll see. I might be able to help with recording.
Yeah.
Because like for the children's station that they have that's newer, I think I'm going to be helping a lot with that.
That'd be really cool.
And I might get to help with like recording kids telling stories and stuff like that. So, yeah, that should be cool. So that's the one music thing. The other one is my sister actually just got hired as well as me.
Yeah, so excited.
To work on the street team for Entercom.
I feel so accomplished because I just wanted to work for Entercom. And it's like the street team, which is the basic, but you
gotta start somewhere, yeah.
And that's a good place to start.
Yeah, I think that it's a really good way to get to know the people in the office.
I was aiming too high trying to get a bigger position.
Yeah,
this is a good place to start.
Yeah, and I think it'll be a better way to like get to know people, get to know the programs, like really know what's going on, and from the inside. And I like my manager, super cool. I met a couple of the people that we're working with. My first day is next Saturday. I'm representing the classic rock station, so that should be fun. I think it's like an Oktoberfest event or something.
Yeah.
Which
it's not October yet. What are you guys doing?
I don't know how Oktoberfest works.
I know.
All I know is that there's music and alcohol.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. But I'm super excited about that. The last thing, my second job is with Portland Luggage, which is not music related. But
it came out of the blue. But
it really did. It was very random. Yeah. I did not apply for this job, but I got it, and that's the short story.
Yep.
And so yeah, I have that. And my first day, my first like actual day was Friday. But my first day working in the store and being trained
selling luggage
down in the downtown store is Tuesday. So I'm very scared, but also kind of excited because it's very interesting and something that I don't really know a whole lot about. But I'm interested
and even
in
though
learning.
it's like what selling luggage, that's not cool. It's like it's something that you could say you did,
right?
It's different.
Like, I sold luggage,
and
what?
I like experiencing new. It's not going to be your lifelong career.
Yeah, no, and I don't think she expects that. And she's like, my manager for that's also really cool. I think I'm really fortunate. Everyone I'm working with right now, internship and jobs, seem to be super awesome. Super, like, I can text, either
That's
of these.
That's so weird.
Like, texting
I know. When I went
seems
for that
so
interview
informal
at Entercom,
and weird, but it's normal.
Right?
I love living in 2019. Yeah.
She's like, here's my cell phone number. And I'm like, I don't feel like I could text you. You're my supervisor.
Right? Yeah, but it's totally normal and cool. So super fortunate to have found these. And I can't wait to see where they take me because I have no idea what's happening for the rest of my life. And I'm just I'm figuring it out.
Yeah. We're figuring it out. We're doing good.
Yeah.
And then I guess we can just brief on
camping.
end with camping.
Yeah.
So it started when we were with my niece Allie, is what we call her. And
My
we were
best
just like
friend,
riding in
Allie.
the car with her. Well, I think we spent that night at her house for the first time. I mentioned it. I'm like, hey, how do you feel about camping? She's like,
Yeah, Nicole's
I
been
love
wanting to
it."
camp for I don't even know how long now.
For a long time. And then we were in the car with her the other day, and I'm like, do you still want to go camping? And she's like, yeah, I'm totally down. So I called Mom, and Mom and Rich were like, we'll buy the site and the tent. And I'm like, well, here we go.
Yeah,
and I
heck
found
yeah.
a spot. There was one spot open at this beautiful place with waterfalls. So
Silver
I'm like,
Falls
hell yeah.
State Park.
Yeah.
Highly recommended. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
I officially have an obsession with waterfalls.
Yeah.
I love waterfalls.
They're amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just water falling off of a cliff. That's
Yeah.
it. It's simply a river that went the wrong way, fell off of a cliff. But it's pretty.
And it sounds so cool. And you get to walk behind these waterfalls.
There are multiple waterfalls. We saw two. There are at least 10.
Yes.
At this park that you can hike to. We did a kind of shorter hike, and we saw 2 waterfalls, and you can walk behind both of them.
Yes.
Which was really cool and something I've never experienced before. Yeah.
And we learned that they were formed somehow by lava. So something happened lava related. So you walk behind these waterfalls because they're like going over some sort of cave that you're walking kind of in.
Yeah.
So it's so beautiful. And we saw pictures later. Found out that the waterfalls were not at their prime. They're actually very small right now.
Yeah.
So I want to go back
in
when
the
waterfalls
spring,
are like,
and it's just, oh my gosh.
yeah.
We need to go back in the spring when they're ripping.
Yeah, being behind that other waterfall that was bigger and breathing in the air that was coming. Oh my gosh. I felt
6
clean.
years to my life.
Yeah.
It also took away maybe 3 because I'm so tired.
I know. We hurt today.
Oh my gosh. Well, the hike was kind of a lot, and it rained so much.
Yeah. So it didn't rain on the hike. We were pretty.
It didn't
rain.
pour rain, which was nice.
It drizzled a little.
But it consistently rained.
Yes.
And like all
it maybe
night.
Stopped like once.
Yeah. And which wasn't bad. It's better than like wind. It's better than a lot of things. But it was still just it made it a little bit hard to set up a tent.
We were wet.
Which, by the way, everyone, I just want to point out that we did it
all by ourselves.
And we did
just
it perfectly. We set up the tent, and it wasn't hard. No one argued at any point.
We started a fire.
No one cried.
I feel so accomplished.
Everything went so well.
It was amazing. Such a good weekend.
Yeah, we didn't forget anything really important.
I didn't sleep for shit.
No.
But it was worth it. It was part of it was part of camping.
Yeah.
It was freezing cold, and on
it was
mattress,
okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't free.
Yeah, Minnie was the only one that her blankets were warm enough.
I had a comforter, so it was nice. Well, I was still cold, but it wasn't like I was.
I kept waking up because I was so cold. My body was like, put a blanket on, and I'm like, I have 3 on. There's nothing else I could do.
Yeah. But it was.
But we stayed dry in the tent.
I didn't expect to sleep. I'm camping.
Exactly.
And I'm a light sleeper.
Yeah.
And yeah. And it's so it was just part of the whole experience.
I got everything I wanted out of it.
Yeah.
And I feel.
I feel not ready to go back to internship and work this week, but I definitely feel renewed. I definitely took a nap as soon as we got back.
Well, we went to sleep before 10 and woke up before 7. So
yeah,
we went to sleep with the sun and woke up with the sun, basically.
Yeah, but it was still not a lot of actual sleep happening.
No, but I feel like I'm gonna go to bed earlier tonight and get up earlier, just because that maybe really set me.
Yeah.
I hope so, because I don't like staying up until midnight.
No. I mean, I've been really good.
I've been sleeping, even though if I go to bed before midnight, I've been sleeping until 9 every day.
Wow.
And I don't like doing that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Or until 8:30.
I've had to wake
getting
up
at
recently,
9:30.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it takes freaking forever to get anywhere on public transit. And it makes me wish I could drive, but then I think about parking, and then I'm like,
yeah,
maybe it's okay.
And driving in this traffic.
Yeah.
It's worth it. Because a lot of people we know are like, oh, I took public transport drove today, and it was so much better. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the time is worth it.
Oh my gosh. I just thought of something that I want to ask people and I want people to comment on, and I want people that relates camping to music. So when you're in the car, because Allie had a playlist playing when we were in the car. I don't know which one it was. She has a bunch of funny names for her Spotify playlist.
This one just had a bunch of good music on it.
A
bunch of different stuff.
But what do you think is the best car music? And this is for, like, I want other people's opinions too, but also, like, Nicole, like, what do you think is the best car playlist? Like, what?
The first thing I think of is light rock, and that's because we did that a lot with Mom.
That's
so
true.
I think of, like, just put on the whole CD. Lifehouse, Cavo, Daughtry, and there was another one.
Maybe Nickelback.
Yeah. Light rock, I feel like. What are they called? They sing Bones? One of Tanner's favorite bands. Young Guns.
Young Guns.
I think they're really good driving
That
music.
is good. Yeah.
Light rock,
I get that.
I think is good driving
Young Guns
music.
would be, yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think that when I drive, which hasn't been often,
Mm-hmm.
when I drive, I like listening to classic rock for some reason.
Classic rock.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of it can be really good background music, because when you're taking a road trip, it's not always about the music.
Yeah.
It's really kind of just there so that if there's a stall in conversation, you got tunes.
And I think that U2 would be good for that because they're kind of background light. They're very, I don't know how to explain it, bands like that.
Yeah.
Maybe some grunge.
Something that's like upbeat, but not, and it also depends on the mood. But I think general good travel music is like upbeat, but not like overwhelming.
Yeah. But yeah, comment on what you think good driving music is and maybe why.
Born Slippy by
Nux. The best driving song ever.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I really think so, especially if it's dark out
and you're alone.
and you're on a like big freeway that's like empty.
Yeah.
Then it's amazing.
And you're driving really far, like especially down the gorge. And you can just go.
Yeah.
Just go.
Or I did it in the city once. I think I made like Justin listen to it in his truck.
Really?
And it was good.
It's really good.
Yeah. Or we did that with Mom too.
Yeah, I remember that.
To it in the car. Yeah.
It was an adventure.
Go listen to Born Slippy by Nux. It's from like the Trainspotting soundtrack.
Yeah.
But it's actual bop.
There's a radio edit too, which I think is kind of better because if you're not into dance music and stuff that's constantly repeating, it's like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not for you. So there's a radio edit.
The radio edit, yeah. Depends on how long your trip is.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, so please tell us your driving songs.
Yeah.
And then other than that, do you have anything else that you want to
Nope, I'm going to get to editing this podcast.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe I should start editing them. I have to use Audition. I've never used Audition, yeah.
It's because it's Adobe. It's because you have to pay for it.
Oh.
Well, this I paid for, but with Adobe you have to pay for subscriptions, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to get into business and stuff right now. But
yeah. Well, they're like a business. So
Audacity works fine.
Yeah. Well, anyway, enough of that. Thank you for listening. This has been Twin Skeletons. My name is Melissa.
I'm Nicole.
I did that
like
backwards.
But
it's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We're all good.
You know what it is.
Yeah. Thank you for listening.